Lampot. Okay. So, yung episode natin ngayon, maganda siya kasi first time natin gagawin. Why? Yung mga previous episodes kasi natin is more of bike, more of how to get the frame. Yung episode today is more informative kasi ganito yan. Marami tayong pandemic boomers na into sports. Pero right now that we're going back to our normal life, now that we're becoming more busy, ang challenge natin ngayon is paano natin mako-continue yun na umpisa natin ng pandemic. So, today meron tayong guest, friend ko siya, and he's been doing active lifestyle since he was 25 years old. And now he's turning 40, so I think he's a very good example on how he can share his experience. Kung paano niya inumpisahan, in-enjoy yung pandemic to improve his lifestyle, and then how he's transitioning now sa pagbalik sa normal life and busy life, and still keeping his active lifestyle strong. So, hopefully you stay. Tapos, hopefully marami kayong matutunan at the end of the episode and you enjoy. Thank you.
Yung nag-race dyan, ha? Pakialamin na, pakialaman na yung ano.
Yeah, so tomorrow, meron tayong KOM race sa Suyo, and until now I don't know what time is it. So I need to ask coach. Tapos later today when we have a chance, we'll talk to Jeff about his ways. Kung paano niya kino-continue yung active lifestyle at his age. Okay. So, hanap lang kami ng kainan and stay. Then we'll see you later.
Today, nasa Baguio tayo and it's Tochin's birthday. Kasama natin si Jeff.
Hi.
Siya yung friend ko from BPI and he's one of the friends and connection that brought me to this active lifestyle. Kaya, whenever I'm in the Philippines and give it a chance, sinasamahan ko si Jeff, nagpapasama ako sa kanya so that I can also train dito sa Philippines. And also to learn from him as well. Kasi today's episode is we are going to find out, unlock what motivates a person like Jeff to continue the active lifestyle post-pandemic. Kasi most probably, if you are one of those Filipinos na or friends and connections na naging biglang fit, biglang napunta sa active lifestyle dahil wala tayong ginagawa sa pandemic. And then now you're struggling to figure out how can you continue. Kasi you're going back to your normal life. Now, we have a connection here who's been in the active lifestyle for so many years. And let's get some information from him, let's get some ideas from him, tips and tricks on how we can motivate you to don't stop. Kasi one of the benefit, one of the positive outcome of pandemic is madami naging active sa lifestyle. Madami naging healthy. We are all trying to figure it out how to fight and survive the virus. Di ba? Now, let's now figure out how can we continue this active lifestyle para we can, continue being healthy. Not for ourselves, para sa family natin. So, I'm with Jeff. Jeff is a friend of mine. He's actually a professional banker. And he's a busy person as well. And he started his active lifestyle when he was 25 years old. And tatanungin natin siya ano yung motivation niya during that time when he was 25 years old until then, why he's continuously doing this kind of activity. So, let's start with ano ba yung background ni Jeff before today? Basically, before your current situation right now, fit and capable of doing anything that you want. Ano yung background mo? How did you started? And then slowly we transition. How did you progress to going to the next level? And then eventually, how did you figure out, using that time during the pandemic to become more healthy? And now that we are exiting, hopefully we're exiting the pandemic, is how are you trying to adjust again to continue your active lifestyle?
Yeah. So, it started when I was 25.
Mhm.
And back then, I was a bit chubby. And then, when I got my annual physical exam, so, ayun, yung mga results are off the charts. And given like 8-9 hours a day, you're sitting in your desk, doing your job. And then, kapag Saturday or Sunday, kailangan mong like maglakad or what,
Yeah.
then doon mo mafe-feel yung strain ng trabaho mo.
Yeah.
So, with that, yung magnificent result ng physical exam ko, napaisip na ako,
Off the charts.
yes. Anong
Record-breaking.
kailangan ko? Yes. Anong kailangan ko nang gawin?
Yeah.
Kasi, if I will be continuing this, baka mabilisan din ang buhay ko.
That's right. That's a very good point.
Yes. So, from there, sabi ko, I have to change.
Yeah.
And hindi lang siya para sa akin din naman eh. Primarily siguro dahil ako yun. However, it's for your family also, di ba? For your future as well. So, doon ako nag-start. And I started very, very light.
Yeah. So when you started very, very light, you are a professional banker,
Yes.
and you're not a professional athlete, and you're just a normal person like
Yes.
me and like everyone. How did you change that mindset na, okay, I'm not in this level, pero I wanted to go here, and how did you start that?
Well, sabi ko nga, start small. Kasi if mag-iisip ka kaagad na very big leap, mahihirapan ka.
Yeah, agree.
So ang ginawa ko, like, as simple as walking. So sabi ko, pwede na 15 to 30 minute walk. And usually it was sa Saturday muna. Until nagpo-progress na yung dating hingal mo ng 1 to 2 kilometers, umaayos siya.
Tama.
Hindi na siya mabigat, gumagaan siya. And dahil magaan siya, yun yung naiisip na, pwede na akong mag-move.
Yeah.
So, little by little yon. And again, sabi ko nga, hindi siya ganun kabilis.
Yeah.
Like, for me to start running, it took me around 6 months.
Oh, tama. Agree.
6 months. So, hindi siya like, as easy as a walk in the park. Na,
Right. I can relate to that kasi normally when people starts observing what we do,
Yes.
gusto nilang gawin din. And then sometimes some of them fail kasi
yes.
akala nila going to this kind of lifestyle is just wear your super rubber shoes,
Yes.
get the most fancy clothes that you can, and hit the road, and then
You're done.
they realize,
Yeah.
boom, can't do it.
Yes.
Then I stop.
Yes.
Tapos, you realize it will take patience,
Yes.
discipline, and consistency. Kumbaga, you have to wait like beyond 40 weeks to start seeing the results.
Yes.
And that's actually when you start realizing, okay, something is materializing. Okay, yun yung hindi nakikita na iba.
Ng
Pero that's
iba,
gonna be a
yes.
different topic kasi you also mentioned about walking to running.
Yes.
That's another topic that we cannot cover here kasi
Yes.
that's also another conversation and argument
Yes.
of people. Nakala nila run.
Yes.
Without them knowing walk is actually better than running.
Yes.
Pero proceeding with that. So, na-overcome mo yung being a normal person and now that you are capable of walking and running, if I'm not mistaken, you're doing CrossFit as well.
Yes.
And how did CrossFit further improve your active lifestyle?
Well, to the next level naman siya. Kasi after doing the run, so na-challenge ko siya na like a kilometer, then 5 kilometers, 10, then 21. Then after 21, parang I think I can do more. Na parang ano mo yun na kulang pa siya para sa'yo.
Yep.
So then, a friend of mine invited me for CrossFit. And sabi nila nga sa akin, when you try CrossFit, ibang level din daw yun.
Agree?
Which is true, mabigat talaga siya. However, if you have the proper foundation, sandali rin lang siya para sa'yo.
So how did CrossFit further improve your probably endurance
Yes.
and everything? Like, paano mo siya mako-compare ngayon from walking, running, and CrossFit? How did it actually brought you to the next level?
Well, walking, running, ano lang yan, more on legs, di ba? But CrossFit, holistic, meaning pati yung upper body mo,
Yep.
lower, and then more importantly, mind.
Mine.
Yes. Kasi CrossFit will really push you to your limits. So kailangan mo din ng mental toughness na tatapusin mo yung isang WOD or yung isang workout.
Yep.
Doon yung mas na-develop sa akin na kasi more than the physical aspect na ibibigay ng CrossFit sa'yo is also the mental. Kasi it's the discipline na hindi mo tatapusin yung isang workout. Kasi like it's just minsan 10-minute, 15-minute workout.
Yep.
Pero hell, it's hell.
Tama.
But when you finish it, yung satisfaction na natapos mo siya, you survived it.
Yeah.
Iba yung binibigay din.
So it improve your endurance, yung resistensya mo, breathing,
Yes.
and most probably is discipline,
Yes.
consistency.
Yes.
Kasi you have to really do it.
Yes.
Kasi alam mo it's painful eh. Pero at the end of the day, you know the benefits.
Yes.
Nice. So how many years did you do CrossFit? And are you still doing it?
CrossFit, 4 years.
4 years.
Yes, 4 years. However, nag-start na noon yung pandemic. Kaya,
Yep.
with pandemic, na-stop ako sa CrossFit.
Now we go to the pandemic part.
Yes.
So, hello Maggie.
Hi!
Basically, so from pre-pandemic, nag-start ka sa run, as a walk, run, and then CrossFit.
Yes.
It's because of a certain reason na gusto mong palitan yung lifestyle mo because
Yes.
you're starting to feel na hindi na healthy.
Yes.
And you wanted to change it.
Yes.
Ngayon, during that time, it's all about balancing your time and your professional career.
Yes.
Now that we enter a 2-year lockdown,
Yes.
how did you transition to this kind of lifestyle again? Kasi basically, okay, I have all the time in the world right now. Now let me figure out how can I progress. So paano mo ginawa? No CrossFit ka ngayon, di ba?
Yes, no CrossFit.
For the 2 years lockdown.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
So, ang nangyari nun is, during that time, as in definitely wala ngang CrossFit, hinahanap ng katawan mo.
Yeah.
That's one thing also. When you do exercise, it hahanapin ng katawan mo. So, after nun, I'm thinking again, paano, given na naka-lockdown, yung restrictions and all, until naisip ko, I'll go back to running.
Yep.
Kasi it's the basic.
Yep.
And yun din lang naman
Yun yung
ang
foundation
allowed. Yes. And yes, exactly.
Yun yung foundation
Yun din
talaga.
yung foundation
Yeah.
ko. So, sabi ko, balikan ko yun. And I did. Kasi freely, you can do running anywhere.
Right.
So, no special equipment, no nothing.
Just your rubber shoes
Yes.
and
And-
your perseverance.
Yes, exactly. So, it even came to a point na I'm dodging checkpoints
Right.
para lang matapos ko ang run ko.
Tama. Just to give you guys an idea, because I normally monitor his Strava. He doesn't go to a proper place like CDC or those running circuits.
Yes.
Ginagawa niya yung run niya sa normal road sa Mabalacat, which is a very busy road, madaming tricycle, jeep, and whatever, mausok, and he's doing it.
Yes.
So, I think during that time, 2020 pandemic
Yes.
is when I started active lifestyle. So, he was one of my inspiration that motivated me. So, I started hitting the streets as well, and figuring it out myself. Then, yun nga. So, we reconnected, not because of other discussion, but we reconnected because information sharing now, asking
Yes.
him advice, how can I do this? And showing him my results as well on how I progress.
Yes.
So, 2 years mong ginawa yun?
Yes.
And then, eventually, you do bike.
Yes. Part na siya since Hindi pa rin pwede ang ibang activities other than yon, running and biking. So, mental health naman ang problem mo doon. So, yung kung paulit-ulit yung route na pinupuntahan mo, parang nakakasawa din. Until a friend also invited me to do biking.
Okay, now let's transition from a super newbie, walking, running, CrossFit, then slight of biking during the pandemic. This is the main topic.
Okay.
Now that we are hopefully almost exiting pandemic, and we are probably both or everyone starting to observe, or probably you watching this, having challenges figuring out how can you continue active lifestyle now that you're allowed to go back to work.
Yes.
Now that you are allowed to go out and make pasyal and eat, and without you realizing, boom,
Yes.
you're back
Exactly,
to your
you're
normal
back.
lifestyle again.
Yes.
Ngayon, we are hoping that as much as possible, we can touch good souls like you na i-continue nyo. Kasi this is going to benefit you long term.
Long term. Yes.
Kasi lagi kong binabanggit yun na continue doing active lifestyle. Kasi at some point, magkakasakit tayo.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of when.
Yes.
So don't wait for that at some point. As early as now, if you can prevent it by being healthy, do it.
Yes.
So, yun yung topic natin why we are doing this kind of episodes. And hopefully, you're not gonna be the first one. So, consistency.
Yes.
Na-build mo siya from your humble beginnings, and then you brought it until now. Paano mo ngayon nire-rebalance yung lifestyle mo now that you're back to your busy life, back to a professional career, now that you're allowed to go to the office and you're also traveling? How are you squeezing in your activities for your personal active lifestyle with your probably 9 hours, 12 hours of work? Basically, the moment that you realize it's already gabi na.
Yes.
So, how are you doing it?
Well, proper scheduling.
Yeah?
And again, yung motivation mo. Motivation ko now is I'm not getting any younger. Everyone will.
25, di ba?
Yes.
And how old are you now?
Getting 40s.
40.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
So, whatever lifestyle that we are doing now, we have to carry it.
Yeah.
Kasi else, ang next na natin is nasa 50s ka, nasa 60s ka, matataas ang BP mo. Babalik yung scores mo dati, noong bata ka, ngayon na nasa 50s ka.
Alam mo, that's a very nice statement that you mentioned. Kasi now that we are in this community,
Yeah.
you actually see people in your community na nasa 60s, sometimes 80s.
Yes.
And they are trying to go back to this activity kasi they
Yes.
want it to be healthy.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
we are doing the other way around. We are not waiting for that age
Age, yes.
to figure out how we can go back to this lifestyle.
Yes.
So it's really a good start for us.
Yes.
And those people like Tito Rodel and everyone, they inspires us. Kasi
Yes.
nakikita mo na at that age, they're still super active.
Yes.
And Tito Rodel is one of my inspiration as well. Kasi when I started biking, he was the one training me.
Oh,
Di ba?
nice.
So I'm super proud whenever I see him climbing. Like, shit, this is a 62-year-old guy. And he's really climbing really, really well.
Yes.
So, ano yung mga activities na ginagawa mo ngayon? So other than running,
Running.
so are
and
we
then,
expecting you to buy a bike? A road bike?
I have one, but I think it needs upgrade.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
I can help you with that.
Oh, good. Para makasabay din ako sa'yo.
Yeah. Kasi ito yung ito yung kagandahan sa ganitong community is it's literally healthy community.
Yes.
You talk about how to become healthy.
Healthy, yes.
Hindi mo iwasan yung mga side topics.
Yes.
Pero since this is a healthy lifestyle, try to focus more on a healthy
More,
discussion.
yeah.
Like what we're doing right now, exchanging information, me as a newbie, you as a old timer sa lifestyle na to, getting, just like for today, we did 5 km run sa Baguio and it's my first time
Yeah.
and I almost died. I was literally figuring out my life choices. May tinapon si Maggie doon. Yeah, pero ang ganda nung experience today kasi tomorrow I have a race. It's a 1,600 meter elevation gain,
yeah.
bike race. And I just realized na yung ginawa natin kanina is 1,500 meter elevation running.
Yeah.
So at least na figure out ko how I can
Breathe
breathe properly.
Yes.
And at least yung manipis na hangin na experience ko in advance rather than experiencing it tomorrow.
Doon, yes.
Diba? So,
yes.
what are your plans in the next coming, years now that you're turning 40s? So, are you like proceeding or thinking to do more of runnings? Kasi we're getting old, diba? Yung paa
Yes.
natin. We
Nga
have to
din, yes.
take care of them as well. So, what are your plans to continue, and do you have any plans of stopping? Maybe figuring out any other sports like na mas less intense,
Less
pero you're
intense,
still in the active activities.
Well, if possible pa rin naman, yan, basic running, yeah.
Walking.
But I would want to try din talaga biking. Siguro in the next few
Coach Lian.
months. Yeah. Well, pero alam mo rin naman yung ultimate goal ko, di ba?
Maging mayaman.
No. Maka-join lang kahit triathlon, yun. So, hopefully. Yes. So, pakonti-konti inaayos yung schedule.
Yeah.
Yun.
And we are very excited to see you.
Yeah.
And hopefully next Duwatlon, kasama ka namin.
Yes.
Kasi
yes.
I think you are destined to podium. Kasi if I was able to do it, I think you can do it as well. And
okay.
I think one of the ultimate goal and dream for me is makasama ka sa isang race.
Oh.
Para masamahan kita and maybe learn from it as well.
Yes.
And bridge the next level.
Yes.
Kasi I wanted to grow old like you. Not grow up because I'm not growing up anymore.
Definitely.
Okay. So, that's Jeff. Ito yung episode namin, specifically giving you information and idea if you are a pandemic fitness junkie.
Yeah.
Should we
Boomer.
call them? Boomer.
Yeah.
Pandemic boomer ng fitness
Yes.
and having challenges how to continue this lifestyle. We have a very good example. Jeff has been doing it since 25 years old, and now that he's turning 40. And yeah, you can see it sa katawan naman niya na he's really into it. So hopefully we motivate you and then
Yes.
at least inspire you as well. You have any question, reach out to us, Jeff
We're here.
Manalus, and the Fat Kid. And we really appreciate your time watching this episode. See you again. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Ang ganda. Kasi this is